Welcome to this special Italian wine podcast broadcast. This episode is a recording off Clubhouse, the popular drop-in audio chat. This Clubhouse session was taken from the Wine Business Club and Italian Wine Club. Listen in as wine lovers and experts alike engage in some great conversation on a range of topics in wine. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinepodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. And remember to subscribe and rate our show wherever you tune in.
Okay, it's 6 o'clock. Hello, everybody. Lan, I made you moderator. If you could help me pull up all the VIA community people up. Your mic is hot as you get onto this stage. Please mute your mic until it's your turn to speak. Thank you very much. Welcome to Wine Club. My name's Stevie Kim, and thank you for joining us today. Some cool news from Clubhouse this week. Not sure you've all been updated. Firstly, now when you schedule a room, you can share the link directly with even non-members as well. This means that even if they're not yet on Clubhouse, they'll be able to skip the wait list and automatically join the club. This is very exciting because as soon as I organized the room, I said we can invite up to 1,000 people, including non-members. That's very, very cool. So the important feature that they've introduced just this week is that if you go to the club page, you can now see also upcoming calls directly listed right at the top of the club page. So I think that's terribly interesting for the club. So no need to invite only members. It can now be open to all, and that is still only limited to, of course, iPhone only. But definitely we can spread the gospel about Italian wine more readily. Truly excited about this. Italian Wine Club is now up to 1,600 members and counting and followers. As you may already know, Italian Wine Club is where we invite various wine producers and advocates. Lani, if you can, there you go. Italian Wine Club is where we invite various wine producers and advocates from Italian wine community. The rooms that I personally host are mostly educational in nature, but other members have been organizing all sorts of rooms. In fact, tonight is a special room dedicated to VIA community, a love fest, if you will, because I know we haven't seen each other in a couple of years. So let's get this meet and greet started. I would like to invite the entire community up onto the stage so we can meet and greet. And Lan, if you can help me man the room, please, that would be really, really great. So what I would like to do is, first of all, we'll start with you, Lan. You can introduce yourself, who you're doing. Of course, Lan is our VIA community, a VIA coordinator. And he'll tell you maybe a little bit about the news. But in general, if you can just tell us what class, when you graduated, which class you belong to, where you did the course, what you are doing professionally currently, if you're working, where you're doing. And I see some of the students also being part of this today. So if you can give them some pointers as to how to study, how to prepare for the exam, and so on and so on. Basically, anything is open. You can ask anyone. And if any producers in the audience would like to also ask a question to any of the people you see in the community, please raise your hand and we will bring you up to, comment or ask a question. So, Lan, let's start with you. How are you feeling, buddy?
Feeling much better, quite relaxed these days. And thank you, Stevie. Welcome all the VIA communities to join this Clubhouse session. I see quite a lot of familiar faces down there. I'm trying to bring you up. But so start with me. I studied VIA in 2016, so I'm vintage 2016, and I was probably the second batch of the VIA students. And if you can confirm that, Stevie. I think we started.
Yeah, you were the second actually flagship Verona.
Yeah,
and I think probably we hadn't done other I guess, sessions abroad as of yet. So you were, yes, the second edition, definitely.
Great. Then currently I'm working with Stevie as a coordinator of Vinitaly International Academy. So I would say it looks like I'm the biggest beneficiary for taking this course, because I got a job after successfully passing the exam. And for me, back then VIA was not such an organized course as it is today, and we didn't really get that much support from the community or from the faculty, and let's say that way, because you have to really organize your study and somehow spontaneously improve your Italian one knowledge. And now if you are taking any of the via flagship courses or via courses abroad, you have tons of support, and we also try to create a community for each of the class, so people can share their knowledge, and people can form study groups to prepare for the exam. For the upcoming course in Verona this year in June, we have already a very interesting study group formed and led by Patty. Maybe Pat, I don't know Patty, whether Patty is joining us tonight, but if she's there, she's
right next to you, buddy.
Oh yeah, I don't see her. Anyways, so Patty maybe can just explain what's the idea about and why this idea to form the study groups to encourage the candidates to study more and also give support to each other, because indeed the course is not really easy. It is very difficult. The passing rate is around, like, the average passing rate is like 40%. It's probably the most difficult certification course in the world. Sometimes it could be disencouraging, but it's super rewarding after passing the exam, because not everybody pass, but you pass, and that gives you sort of a sense of privilege. So just to mention the two upcoming courses we're having, and before I hand over the mic to the next VIA member, we are going to have in this June VIA flagship course in Verona from 20th to 23rd. It's very exciting because it's probably the first course in person after such a long lockdown globally, and we're going to have the opportunity to also attend Opera Wine. This year, Opera Wine is really big because I think the idea is to also invite the winners of Opera Wine from previous years to attend. So we're going to have somewhere 150 to 200 producers. Stevie maybe can give more information on that. But, it's the place to taste the finest Italian wine and also to meet the Italian wine professionals from all over the world. And we're going to focus on tasting during those 4 days of course, then tons of wines, lots of interesting seminars, and for the first time, we're going to invite our scientific director, Professor Attilio Scienza, to give us some lectures, and with the help from one of our Italian wine experts, Francesco Macchio. Then in July, we're going to have a USA course, and that course is going to be in hybrid format, so students go to the online platform for their study. Then we set up the tasting centers to allow them to practice the tastings and also take the examinations. It's kind of practical and hybrid, so that allows the students to really prepare well for the exam and also polish their tasting skills.
Okay, great. Thanks, Len. Listen, speaking of Sarah, she's in New Zealand right now. It's 4:00 in the morning, so she sent me a message. I hope you can hear it. Hold on one second.
Hi, everyone. It's Sarah calling in from New Zealand. And while I really, really wish I could be there with you live, I'm hopefully asleep right now because it's 4 a.m. here, and I'm hoping my babies are going to stay asleep for another hour at least. But I did want to record that message for you guys just to say how incredibly impressed and delighted I've been by the dedication shown by everybody in this community to studying, to maintaining this community over the past year, even more so than before, if that's possible. I think it's just the most remarkable testament to the fact that a shared love of something, in our case, Italian wine, and understanding it on the deepest possible level can link people together across disparate circumstances and through the hardest of times. So please stay strong, be well, keep studying, keep loving the wine of this incredible country, and I hope to be able to see you guys and post-vaccine give you guys a hug in person as soon as possible. Bye.
Okay, so that was a message from Sarah. And we also have a message from Francesco just because he's on Android. So he says, Francesco Marchio, he did actually the course in Hong Kong, and he was the second person to become an expert at first try. By the way, Carrie, I'm just going to mute you. Don't get offended. It's just when the mic is hot when you're come up to the stage for the newbies. So Francesco Marchio, he's from Hong Kong. He moved back to Rome just a month ago, I believe. So the nice thing about it is that I've asked him to translate Attilio Scienza to make that connectivity of, Professor Scienza into the VIA lessons. So he'll be doing that as well as doing the tasting with Henry Devar in Verona for the June edition. So let me just read you quickly his message. Hello, everyone. I hope you guys are safe and well. Sorry that I can't be with you on Clubhouse, or shall we call it Via House for today. I hope soon Clubhouse will give access to Android mobiles too. Yeah, me too. I know traveling is difficult these days, but I just moved from Hong Kong to Rome. And in case you happen to be in the Città Interna, let me know. I'm always up for a coffee. I don't know who's come up, but I'm going to have to mute. Hold on, let me mute Luis here. Sorry, Luis. So let me just go back. He's moved to Rome, and I'm always up for a coffee or better, a glass of wine. I'm trying some nice Bellone these days. I'm looking forward to seeing you being in Verona in June for 5-star wines, and finally we can have a first catch up after this very difficult year. A presto, Francesco. That's it. Those are the two messages that I forgot to start with. So let's go to Patty. Patty, what are you doing? Tell us. Oh, Patty's disappeared. Okay. Maybe.
Hi. I can.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now I can. So, Patty, can you please introduce yourself first to the group and tell us what you're doing, and especially the study group that you've organized?
So my name's Patty. I live in Chicago now. I first took the VIA course in New York in what feels like forever, but I think it was 2019, I think. And I actually really love it. I didn't pass it the first time, but it kind of inspired me to kind of keep going. And as much as I was disappointed, I was really enthusiastic about the fact that, I get to meet all these different people. And I actually have a best friend in here, Jody, who helped me kind of put together the study group that we have. So we started the study group because we realize how incredibly hard it is to, learn 20 regions of Italian wine in a very short period of time. And sometimes you can get distracted or sometimes you fall behind. And so we just kind of thought that, rising tides float all boats. And so if we just got it together and looked at it studying wise from a different point of view, that it might help us pass the exam. And so basically our group is currently, I think, maybe 23 or 24 students strong. And so basically we put together an outline, and that every week we turn in an assignment, and that assignment is a region or a particular DOC. and we write a little synopsis, and at the end of that synopsis, we pose 10 questions, multiple choice, and a 3-part answer or 3-part question for the short essay, so that we can get ourselves in that mind thought process of how the exam will be. So, and we try to get together every week for a Clubhouse. Sometimes it's not, it's doable because we live everywhere. So sometimes it might not happen, but we encourage each other to talk through our WhatsApp group. And we just started a Google Drive, so anybody can kind of go in and edit and add stuff. So hopefully all of this will come to fruition in June, and you'll have a lot more ambassadors on your hands.
Thank you. That was such a great idea. Patty, listen, so there's a WhatsApp group now, right? So if anybody gets in touch with, if you don't have contact with Patty, you can just go on her profile. Of course, you guys can DM her through her Insta or get in touch with us, and we will try to have you join the group for the study group. So this is such a great community initiative. I'm loving it. And I think, Patty, but tell us a little bit about what you're doing. Where are you? Where you're from? Because not everybody knows who you are.
So I am currently in Chicago, but I used to run the wine programs at A16 in San Francisco with Shelley Lindgren and a major restaurant in Los Angeles. Currently, I am working at Vinitaly in the wine retail department, kind of loving life, enjoying my time, trying not to take too much on for this current study that I'm going through. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Great. So that's Patty from Chicago, and she's currently working at Italy. Okay, Sheila, welcome. Sheila Donahue.
Hi. So I took the VIA course twice. The first was San Francisco in 2017, and then LA in 2019 when I became an ambassador. And I'm a certified sommelier trained in Italy. I come from the banking and technology industry. So when in 2017, I was changing careers to become a wine importer and distributor in the U.S., focused a lot on Italian wines. So I took the course to solidify my knowledge in Italian wines, and it definitely did, especially having to, let's say, take the course twice to get the ambassadorship. It was challenging. Frankly, it just, I realized just how much studying I had to do, especially after I didn't pass the first time. I think it sounds like perhaps, also due to what we've learned from COVID, that there's a lot of remote, study group potential. And it sounds like, from what I'm hearing, that there's a lot of that going on now, which I would definitely, encourage. And I also enjoyed the tasting methodology that was introduced in the 2019 program because I'm not trained in WSET, so that was more of a, I would say a WSET-like tasting methodology, which I learned a lot, and I enjoyed meeting people.
So, Sheila, what are you doing now? Where are you based now?
So I'm in California, and that's where, it's where my import and distribution e-commerce company is based.
And can you tell us a little bit about Italian wines, right?
Italian, it's actually, I focus on small producers, so I branched out into a couple other countries as well, but it's mostly Italian.
What are some of the producers that you are importing currently?
One of them is Vigna Petrusa, who's from Friuli. Another is La Maliosa. She's based in a natural wine and olive oil producer in the Maremma area. And she collaborates with Lorenzo Carino in Piedmont, so I import his wines. In Piedmont, I also have Aldo Clerico and Monforte d'Alba, just to give you an idea.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Sheila.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm going to just go in the PTR order. Unless like someone has something dire to say or has to go quickly, then if you can just flash your mic or just speak up, then we'll let you go next. Paul. Ciao, Paul. You're coming to Verona, right?
Yes, I'm very excited about that.
Great. And you're in the study group as well, I think, right?
Yes, studying very hard. Today I'll be very short because I had my second vaccine shot yesterday and I have a completely splitting headache right now. But tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you who I've not met, but I've met a few of you. Like the last speaker, Sheila, she was a part of my video group, which was great because I turned into a business relationship and I was able to buy wine from her and feature her wines by the glass. So that was kind of nice. I'm presently working for Ritz-Carlton. I've worked for the company Marriott for a long time. And for the most part, the restaurant I work in, it's called the Edge Steakhouse. It's very high end and it's usually closed for the summer. So even though everything is kind of coming back to life right now, it's probably not going to reopen until the fall. So it gives me plenty of time to study, which is a good thing. I also have other things going on, but I started with the VIA program in Los Angeles, and I also did New York, which was just like 90 days later. So I'm really looking forward to taking the exam and passing it this time. And I want to say, though, the best part of the VIA program is meeting the people. I know, like Melissa, who's right underneath me there in the queue, met her, and she took me out for my birthday with Sheila at Vinitaly, which was wonderful. So meeting nice people is always a good thing. And I look forward to meeting all of you.
Thanks, Paul. And if anyone needs a special discount, hotel rates, this is the man to contact. Okay, Paul. Listen, I can't wait to see you guys. Seriously, it's been very, very long. Melissa, ciao, Melissa.
Ciao, Stevie. And hi, Patty, Sheila, Paul, Susanna, so many people here. Jody, Haley, Aaron. I took the VIA course in Verona in 2019 and studied with some of you guys and y'all, all of y'all, women and men, and passed. And yeah, it's great. I'm a generalist in wine. I'm a diploma student, almost finished with that, one more test. I was in New York for 15 years and just recently moved to Houston, where I am kind of rebuilding my life, as some of us have to. I run a supper club out of my house, where we have suppers 2 days a week, and I'm working with a pasta maker on pasta courses and a bread maker with bread courses. I'm also now the territory manager for Houston for MFW wines. So we have French wines, Italian wines, Austria, Germany, and of course a whole bunch of wines from Oregon and some from California. So some names in Italy that you guys might know from Emilia-Romagna are Sacomani from Piacenza, and from Piemonte, Rovero. From Sicily, we have Alcesti. From Toscana, we have from Castellina and Chianti Classico, we have San Donatino, and from around Pisa, which is always super rare to have wines from around Pisa, Animo Mondi. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I will be in Verona in June, and I'm so excited to see everyone. So thank you, Stevie, for bringing me to the stage. It's great to see everyone.
Oh my God, I really can't believe I haven't seen any of you in such a long time. The person I do see quite often is Jacopo and Lan, because now Jacopo is also working with us. Jacopo, please introduce yourself.
Hi, Stevie, hi, Lan, and hi, everybody. Okay, as Stevie was saying, we met basically every day because mainly I work with her and Lan, so I'm part of Via Team and 5 Star or Opera Wine. So basically all the events we're gonna do in June this year and usually pre-Vinitaly. I've done the Via course in 2019 in Hong Kong, and basically that's it.
Well, he's holding a bunch of books in his hands. He is also, during the pandemic, he wrote a book with Laika, who's in the room with me, and Rebecca and Lan, which is the mini guide, basically, to the Italian Wine Unplugged book. So if you haven't had a chance, it is now available also stateside. That's why he's holding the stateside version. With Jacopo, Rebecca, they've also started a new book. It's the International Grape Varieties in Italy, and that's coming out soon as well. And this is all part of material that we are producing for, of course, the VIA community. Ciao, Susanna.
Ciao, Stevie. Can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear.
So nice to see all of you, all of these faces. So I took the VIA course in June of 2019 in New York City. I had wanted to take it since it's first class in Italy, near Vinitaly, but for various reasons I could never do it. So I was super excited to have that opportunity. I passed. I was really impressed with the level of the people in the class and, of course, the level of the class. I'm a real wine education geek, so I've taken all kinds of classes, and this one was really hard, even though had been studying Italian wine at the time for over 20 years. So I just wanted to say that I found that the community created by Stevie and everyone who works with her and all of the Vinitaly ambassadors and experts has been a really lovely addition to my Italian wine life. And I think it's great that Jody and Patty have created the online study group. I know study groups always help me to learn better and to learn different views of looking at things. And what else did you ask that we should say? What am I doing? So I am very active on Instagram these days. I talk a lot about Italian indigenous grape varieties. I talk to a lot of Italian women in wine. And I'm a marketer, I'm a wine writer, and a wine ambassador. And Italian wine is really the love of my life. So I'm super happy to be part of this great community that shares that feeling. And that's about it.
Great, Susanna. Thank you so much. You haven't started your rooms yet, by the way, so I'm looking forward to that.
Next week, I'm going to start.
Okay, great. It's a great time to start because you've seen there's a great potential for Clubhouse now to do especially the educational bit. Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited you guys are coming back to New York. I think that's great.
Yeah, we're coming back to New York, cross fingers, in July. So, Shital, hello, where are you?
Hi, Stevie. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me all?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. I'm I'm in India, in Mumbai.
Yeah, that situation there with COVID, huh?
Yes, it is. But
how are you protecting yourself?
So I have already had my turn of infection and I'm out of danger now.
Right. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, and it's been almost a month, and I have enough antibodies now in my body. I've got all my tests done, and I'm quite geared up for my VIA studies now.
So tell us what you do in India. Of course, you.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so in India, I am basically a wine writer. I write for India's first wine newsletter, and also the wine magazine, Ambrosia. And I'm promoting Italian wines in India. I mean, barring this year, but that was my full-time job. So with Indo-Italian Chambers of Commerce, I was promoting Italian wines with them. With all my certifications in WSET, it really helped me. And my job really promoted me to come up to Hong Kong in 2019 and pick up my VIA course with the community out there. But it was totally different. I mean, my experience of Italian wine in India during my job and the level, I mean, the course that I attended was at highest level. I mean, for me, it went a bit difficult. So I'm now again willing to appear in Verona in June. And I think this time with this agile version, I really thank Stevie and the team, VIA team, for coming up with this initiative, because it really gives, I think it gives us time to go through at our own pace, sit back, refer the audio versions and also the notes. But I'm sure the examination is going to be again tougher and not that easy. But yes, I'm excited to appear in June.
So excited to have you, Sheetal. Sheetal, so are you part of the study group already?
I'm not. I would request.
Okay. So we're going to try to connect you with Patty and Lan. Can you take care of that with Patty and Jody with the study group, so
Sure.
you can study together? Okay.
Just send me a message so I will connect you with Patty and Judy.
Yes, Lan, I would.
Okay, that's fantastic. So we'll be seeing you soon. Very excited. Ciao, Haley.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to see all of these faces on here. I miss you all so much.
Have you been drinking? You sound drunk.
Oh, no. Coffee. It's 9:30 a.m. in Seattle, so not yet. Hopefully soon.
Tell us what you've been up to. Of course, Haley is one of our Italian wine experts. I haven't seen her in a long time. We miss you. Tell us what you're up to.
So I'm here in Seattle. I work for Winebow Imports. I'm the territory manager for the Pacific Northwest. So I cover the little great corner up here, Washington, Idaho, Oregon. And I work for the Heritage Division. So I represent all of our old world producers, majority of the portfolio Italian, but over 100 producers, over 500 different SKUs. So I get to talk Italian and Austrian and France and Spain all the time. So it's been busy and fun and challenging in these times, but always learning.
Haley, are you working with Massimo at all?
So Massimo, yes, he is the Italian specialist for Winebow over in the Midwest. So yes, we connect virtually right now, but yes, we all work together in different capacities.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we'll be seeing you in Verona, right?
Yes, I'm so looking forward to 5-star and Opera Wine. And we have a lot of producers that are being honored in Opera Wine.
Yeah,
so
of course.
Exciting.
Tons of Winebow producers. It's fantastic. Can't wait to see you.
I'm so excited. And I love hearing that everyone is doing these study groups. I did the VIA course in 2016, and I did not pass the first time. I resat 2 months later in Chicago in a little room with Gurvinder as he sat for his expert and passed then. And then I sat the course again in 2017 to try to get my expert and passed my expert later that year. So I just want to make sure people don't feel discouraged. The course is very challenging, but it's really about the journey, and you learn more along the way as you go. And obviously we always continue to learn, but the study groups are very helpful, creating questions for yourselves. That's what we did. We started writing questions and meeting once a week with Marcia in Canada and Hugh in New Jersey. So we would meet once a week and quiz each other, and making the questions alone helped. So I love hearing about the study groups.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Ciao, Jody. Jody, are you on?
Hi. Yes, I'm here. Hi, Stevie.
Hi. So Jody's co-hosting the study group with Patty. Tell us what you're up to. Where are you? Can you introduce yourself to everybody?
Yes. Hello, everyone. It's so great to see all these people that have become friends over the years. My name's Jody Hellman. I live in Las Vegas, and I am currently now working in a new wine bar that we have started out here in the area. Prior to that, I had worked on the Strip as a sommelier for some well-known chefs, and then went into distribution and then importing. And then the importing side of things kind of changed due to Corona. So I've shifted once again and gone back on the floor and buying wine. So that's really fun. Started the study group with Patty. Her and I had known each other through other business contacts over the years, and then took the course together in New York. Found that, this whole setup now between Clubhouse and WhatsApp and the group has grown so much that we really are happy to have this community that we can share questions and work together to all pass.
Thank you so much for that, Jody. And you will definitely pass. I have faith. I think. Otherwise,
somebody else is laughing in the background. I heard them laughing.
Otherwise, you're going to kill me. So it's going to happen. I can feel it. Okay.
Okay, great.
Listen, Jody, very much looking forward to seeing you in Verona. Ciao, Andrea.
Ciao, everybody. So nice to see so many friendly faces. And I am based in Winnipeg in Canada. Verona, and became an ambassador at that time. I would love to be coming back in June and try for expert. I'm not sure how that's going to work out with our current restrictions. See everybody in person again. Right now, I work as the Italian Programs Director for the Wine Scholar Guild, and I've worked Italian wines for about the last transitioned into the education side of things, but find that I'm missing the people from the importing side. So I've started dabbling in bringing some wines into Manitoba to improve our Italian selections here. So that's what I'm up to.
All right. So really hope to see you, Andrea.
Thank you.
Cross fingers.
Yes.
Ciao, Erin. Welcome. Erin? Okay. Hey.
Ciao, Stevie. Yes,
what are you up to? Tell us what you're up to, where you're from. Introduce yourselves to everybody.
Hello. Aaron DeMera. I live in Palm Beach area, South Florida. I took the VIA course in Verona in 2019 and had really hoped to be the second person after Henry to pass the expert level the first time. So I'm going to try again in June. This year, really looking forward to that. For those of you that are studying and it feels daunting, I think I first heard of the ambassador program in 2016 and applied in 2017. Didn't get in. Said my CV wasn't strong enough, so I went and took the certified wine and spirits course through the Society of Wine Educators. Became a certified educator. Applied again, got in, and so I work for an import company based in Miami called 1821 Fine Wine and Spirits. Our Italian portfolio is mostly the 10 wineries of the Zonin family, and we have wines now from another 5 or 6 countries and in the U.S. So I'm the Florida state manager for that portfolio, and unofficially the sort of director of education for the company. So I took in my ambassadorship and started offering classes, or at least more education to my distributors, which seemed to be going well, or had enthusiasm until Corona kind of shut this business down last year. So I'm hoping to be able to pick that again up as companies start realizing that their salespeople still need more education about Italian wine.
Great, Aaron. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon and become that expert in June.
Well, nice to see everybody's face. Thanks, Stevie, and looking forward to seeing everybody that's going back to Verona.
Yes, I hope to. Yeah, in a few weeks. Cross fingers. Okay. Ciao, Elise.
Ciao, Stevie. Ciao, everybody. My name is Elise Vandenberg, and I am based in Reno, Nevada. I became an Italian wine ambassador in 2016 in Verona, and I was just thrilled to become part of a wonderful group of people who inspire each other to study, to learn more every day, and to help each other out. So thrilled to be part of this community. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing everyone in Verona. And currently in Reno, Nevada, I'm also a certified sommelier. And I have a long background of working in the wine business in restaurants. And also, I now work for an importer and distributor called Vin Sauvage. And some of the Italian wineries that we work with are Mastro Berardino from Campania, San Felice from Tuscany, Paolo Bea from Umbria, and in Piemonte, Francesco Rinaldi, Giacomo Conterno, Carlo Ravello. So I am super passionate about Italian wine, and I love taking all of the knowledge that I have gained in the VIA course and sharing it with others just to promote Italian wine. And I also love to study more. So I can't wait to see everyone in Verona. I miss our beautiful VIA community, and I'm looking forward to meeting all the new faces too.
Thank you so much, Lise. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Elma, the ski instructor. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Stevie. Nice to having me. I'm Elma Hofer. I'm from Italy, northern part in Alto Adige. Yes, how Stevie
you definitely sound German, more German than Italian. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. My mother language is German, so that's why. Absolutely. As Stevie said, I was a former professional skier, 15 years. And after that, after my career, I started sommelier. And then I moved to Budapest, and 2019 I took the VIA class in Hong Kong with Jacobo, and immediately after that I moved back to Italy, and now currently I'm working here in Alto Adige in a Michelin starred restaurant as sommelier.
What is the name of the restaurant, or are you afraid that we might all come and visit you at the restaurant asking for free food or something? What is the name of the Michelin star restaurant?
It's St. Hubertus. It's in St. Cassian in the Dolomites. And I would be happy if a few from America or not just Italians can come to see us.
Okay, we're going to make that, Città Scolastica right after Opera Wine.
Perfect. Okay. I'm waiting you.
Okay. Thanks, Alma. So you heard that there is a restaurant if you guys are going to Alto Adige. Xiaowen. Ciao, Xiaowen. I know you're studying for your D3 exam. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Thank you, Stevie. Hi, everyone. This is Xiaowen. So you can call me Xiao. So ciao, Xiao. It's Holly greeting me here in Italy. And nice to meet everyone here. I have been living in Italy for the last 4.5 years, and I have been working for Vinitaly International for the last 3.5 years now. So for this reason, I have witnessed like many pinning ceremonies for the VIA community, and I ended up crying every single time. It just there is so much effort like people putting into getting to achieve the ambassadorship or the expert level. So last year for the 2020 Agile edition, I finally become a VIA candidate and take the challenge myself as well. And I plan to take my exam in June after my D3 exam in May. So if I can go through all this, everything will be all right. Me and Lan, we have a Clubhouse every week, every Friday at noon time. So if you happen to be a Mandarin speaker, I'm not sure how many are you here, but you can join us and we chat through one Italian region per week. And lastly, looking forward to meeting you all in June here in Verona. Ciao.
Yeah, so, Xiaowen and Lan, they, of course, organize the Italian wine room in Chinese. But if any of you'd like to host a room, please feel free to do this by signing up for our clubs. If you haven't done that already, Italian Wine Club, I created it for the community to spread the gospel of Italian wine. So more calls, the merrier in a way. And we will also, help you organize the rooms if you are keen. Okay, let's go to Valeria. Ciao, Valeria.
Ciao, Stevie. Hello, everyone. So I'm Valeria. My name sounds Italian, but actually I'm Russian. And I've been living in France, in Bordeaux, for last 2 years. I'm the newest addition to the VIA community. I did my ambassador exam just a few months ago, and last month I received the title. My background is mostly hospitality. I'm a sommelier, but for the last year I'm doing more wine writing. I write for the biggest Russian wine magazine, Simple Wine News. I'm doing some other wine projects, not on the floor, and I'm going to be more involved in wine education in future. Great to meet you all, and I hope to see you all in Verona. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Valeria. She's my actually classmate of diploma, except she's really accelerating. I'm still very much behind, but she is also a 5-star judge. I've invited her because she has an incredible palate. So hope you guys get a chance to meet her as well. And next up is Emily. Ciao, Emily.
Is it me? Oh, great, because I
Yes, it's you.
Because I'm driving and I was trying to follow Susanna because I'm trying to follow everybody, which is not a smart thing to do while you're driving. And then I managed to leave the room and I thought, oh gosh, I've lost it. But yeah, ciao everybody. I'll probably make you all feel horribly jealous because I'm driving to Montalcino to stay with a producer for a couple of nights, and really looking forward to it. But Stevie, I don't know if anybody else, I haven't heard yet. I mean, maybe I missed it when I had to leave the room, but has anybody else joined that was part of the team when I did it? Because I think I was I think we were the first group in 2015 in April.
Yeah, just you, and Sarah's not here. She sent me a message.
I heard that.
Yeah, nobody else. Listen, Emily, tell us what you're doing. Introduce yourself to everybody.
Okay, so my name is Emily O'Hare, and I was the head sommelier and wine buyer for the River Cafe in London, an amazing restaurant for Italian wine and food. And I left in 2014 to come to Italy to try to stay because, like all of us, when you have such a passion for the wine, eventually you just desperately want to try and make a life in the country. So I came in 2014 and I worked in the south. I did the harvest in 2014, which was an interesting one, starting in the south and going up to in Cilento with Bruno di Concilis, and then in Tuscany with the Sesti family, who I'm just going to see now, and then up to Lesona to work with Nebbiolo with Luca Di Marchi. And I had a wonderful time in Tuscany, so I based myself in Tuscany, and then I live now in Siena, and I write for Decanter and Club Enologique and various publications. It's funny because Govinda, who was on the course with me in 2014, he just wrote to me and said, can you cover our Chianti Classico tastings, because none of us can get to Tuscany for May, so would you do that? And I was thinking, as everybody was saying, about how amazing the course is, but what's become really valuable are the social connections, because the friends I made in that time, like Govinda, like JC, like Michaela, like Cara, we all connect now and say, because I really trust them. I really trust if I have work that I can't do, I could say, my friend could report on this for you, or can they do this for me because I can't make it, or can they go to this tasting, or can they write this piece? And likewise, I get messages saying, can you go to this tasting? Can you do that piece? So it's a really valuable community. But I don't know if it's like this now. But when I did the course in 2015, because it was the first one, I don't think we really appreciated quite how tough it would be. And so we were going out and getting quite drunk in the evenings, and then kind of like showing up and going through some hardcore tastings. And I mean, fortunately I passed, but it was it was really challenging. I don't know if everyone gets so drunk these days doing the VIA course.
No, I would say no.
That's really wise.
Yeah, because also the exam is now much tougher. It's not just multiple choice. There is also a tasting element. There's an essay. There's a video presentation. It is actually much more challenging in terms of an exam. So
it was challenging even in that multiple choice. I found that really challenging. I can't imagine the level of work that must go into it now. For which reason I would love to resit, because I feel like this is the same for my WSET qualifications. I feel like every 5 years, every 10 years, stuff changes so much. Probably even less time than that, particularly in Italy, that when extinct varieties are brought back to life and whatnot, that it kind of would be valuable to resit. So I would love the opportunity to retake the VIA, just to prove to myself that I am,
yeah, whenever you're ready, Emily, we're ready for you. I mean, one of the more important part, I think, the evolution of VIA is that it it tries to cover a lot more tasting and practical parts of it. So the flagship edition, you will go through many more wines. 2 years ago we went through like 350 wines. The New York edition we went through I think 260 wines. So I think it's improved in that way, as well as also there is a tasting grid which is specific for Italian wines, very similar to WSET but much more specific. But if you'd like to learn more about it, certainly we can walk you through that.
I would love that, Stevie, because I find the WSET approach really helps me, because my thought patterns are quite illogical, so that really helps.
Yeah, and also your English, of course, it works for you.
Yeah, and my English.
Okay.
Benefits. Thank you, Stevie.
Great. Thank you for popping by, Emily.
Thank you.
Hugh Priest, Fermented Boss. Ciao.
Ciao, Stevie. Ciao, everybody. How are you? My name is Hugh Priest. I'm president and operating partner of a small restaurant, regional restaurant group in the U.S. I'm based out of New Jersey. I took the VIA course in 2016 in Verona and failed miserably, but I was lucky enough to return to Verona in December of that year at Wine to Wine, and I was able to retake the test and passed as an Italian wine ambassador. And the picture I put in my profile is me and Stevie of the day she pinned me, so I was very happy at that.
I can't believe you still have that.
Of course, Stevie. But with this Clubhouse app, I've been hosting a show every Monday called Day Drinking, and it's 12 noon Eastern time, which is 6 p.m. Italian time, 9 a.m. West Coast time, and just having a little fun with it, have producers on, give them a platform to talk about their wines, what they do different on their farms. It's been fruitful for me because it educates me, but I think the producers have been having a good go at it. They've been enjoying it. Let's see, I do see a couple of my study buddies and travel buddies here in the crowd, Elise and Haley. How are you guys? I've seen numerous regions with those two young ladies as we pursued our studies in VIA, and all my advantages of having the wine producers on my Clubhouse and being able to travel all happen through this community. I like to call it a family, but it is a community, and it's great because you can reach out and talk to anybody, and it just opens up doors, and I love it.
Thank you, Hugh. Thank you so much for that. He organizes a room, and the program is all now available, all the scheduled calls. If you go to Italian Wine Club, now, I mean, this is the great thing. You can actually now see a program. So, and you'll see also Hugh's calls in the Italian Wine Club. Thank you very much for that. Maria, ciao, dove sei?
Hello, everyone. Hello, Stevie. Very nice to see you, to meet you, virtually at least. So my name is Maria. For those I hadn't the chance to meet yet, I'm Italian, and I've lived in around the globe for the last 7 years. And that's when I decided to deep dive into wine education, which has always been a passion for me. So I took WSET Level 3 in London, and then in 2018 in China, I took the VIA course. And that's where I had the chance to meet Stevie and Lan and everybody. So, and I've lived in Norway, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Congo. And in a couple of those countries, I also a few wine courses, like wine appreciation courses, in countries where wine culture is not very spread. So, to spread the seeds of wine culture. And I really, really appreciated the VIA course. You all know about it. Of course, you know the potential in terms of knowledge, in terms of the wonderful community that you managed to set up. But I also greatly appreciate it because it has because of its mission in promoting Italian wine. And Vinitaly International is doing a huge job in that sense, which is something I greatly appreciate. Now I'm back to Italy. I'm back in Italy, in Umbria, in beautiful Umbria, very close to Perugia. And I was not planning to come to Verona in June, but if you're planning a dinner at some point, at some night, please let me know, because I would really, really love to meet part of this wonderful community. So maybe I will just come for the night. That would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great to know that you're back in Umbria, and people who are going to Umbria, they know we can look for you. I have to do something about geolocalization of all the ambassadors. We are still working on that. Alrighty, so I usually like to keep this room for 1 hour. We will, of course, make an exception today. Mary, hi, where are you? Tell us a little bit about what you're up to.
Okay, I just unmuted myself. Hi, I'm Mary Beth Vieira. Hello, everybody. It's so wonderful to hear from you. I took you on a walk with me. I am coming to you live from Healdsburg, California, so Sonoma County wine country in California. And you're now on my deck. I'm overlooking the Dry Creek Valley vineyard, so hopefully you can see them or imagine them yourself as well. From here in California, I am a certified wine educator. I started my wine career with a little winery called E&J Gallo Winery, where I managed their wine and spirits education for their customers and their employees. And I, a couple of years ago, went out on my own and created Crush Course, which is my own independent wine education and consulting business. I went through I've been certified as an Italian wine ambassador 2 times now. So the first time was in 2017 in September in San Francisco. So I got pinned that time. And then 2 years later, when the new form of the exam and course came out, I wanted to sit through that as well. So I went to LA in 2019, sat through that, and thank goodness I passed again. And so, yes, for those of you who are sitting it, it's an amazing course. I've been an adult educator, so corporate trainer, coach, teacher, instructor at the college level for most of my career, whether it was marketing that I was teaching or sales. And I got into wine in 2007, and that was after I moved back from Italy. I lived in Italy for 5 years. I lived in Bologna, and I traveled all over Italy while I was there, here and there. And that's where my love of wine and food really got solidified. And it wasn't until 6 years later that I actually got into the wine business. But I'm a certified wine educator from the Society of Wine Educators. This course helped me tremendously to solidify the things that I thought I knew about Italian wine. It's so amazingly in-depth, so that my encouragement is that, like other people have mentioned, even if you don't, you will all pass at some point, whether it's your first try or your second try. But even if you don't, the people that you meet and the information that you learn and being able to put everything into place and then to create that passion for Italian wine is just invaluable. And it also helped me sit the Wine Scholar Guild. So in addition to being a Italian wine ambassador, I'm also an Italian wine scholar. So yes, with my independent business, it's been interesting because, of course, soon after I was launching and had things in contracting stages with different wineries, things shut down and went on pause. And so I redirected a lot of my efforts to the general public, doing virtual classes, and I'm always inserting, discovery of Italian wines into all the topics, whether it's, they know that they're getting a taste of Italian wine or not. So welcome, everybody. Hello, and I can't wait to see you all, hopefully back in Italy, where I miss very much, very, very much.
Very great. Thanks, Mary. Hope to see you really soon, either here or there. Carrie, ciao, Carrie.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Stevie. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. My name is Carrie. I relocated to Seattle area of Washington last August. Before that, I was living in Hong Kong for the past 10 years. I took the VIA course first time in Hong Kong in 2018. Obviously, I did not pass because I had totally underestimated the course. And I tried again in 2019 in Verona and passed as an ambassador. I've been a freelance educator for the past 7-8 years in Hong Kong. And in the past, 8-9 months since I've moved here, I haven't really done much wine-related work because I hurt myself during the move. I'm still in recovery, so I'm taking care of my health and taking care of my family at the moment. But I just want to say I miss you all very much, and I hope to see you very soon.
Thank you, Carrie. Hope you feel better very soon. And I'd love to say that perhaps you and Mary should think about doing a call together because we don't have anything going on the West Coast at the moment. So that'd be grand. If you like that idea, we can help you with that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, great. Luis, welcome. No solo españolos. Luis, hello, hola. You have to unmute. It's in the right bottom hand corner. Okay, we'll come back to Luis. Monica. Hello? Oh, Luis.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Ciao a tutti.
Okay.
Ciao, Stevie. Sorry, I was opening a bottle of champagne.
No, I don't want to hear that. Francia corta, ragazzo. Okay.
I live in France, how can I do it? There's no Francia corta all the time.
Okay, tell us what you're up to, Luis.
Well,
introduce yourself.
Well, I am Luis. I am an Italian wine ambassador. I live in France, in Paris. And I have a wine tourism company called Wine Tours Paris. Working with Burgundy, Champagne, and the Loire Valley, essentially. So, Champagne is one of my strongest fields. And Italian wines, of course. Italy has always been one of my greatest passions. My family is originally from Italy, and I am Brazilian. And I used to be a head sommelier for a big one importer in Brazil, where I managed the Italian and the French portfolio for a few years.
So basically, if you guys need some champagne in Paris, you know who to tap. Louise.
Yeah, and if you're looking for certain champagne in Italy, that is, I work with some nice brands for the Italian market and other markets.
Okay, we'll talk
and
about
of
this
course,
off the air.
Yeah, no worries. And I'm bringing Italian brands to France too. So I'm doing, both
Are
ways.
you coming to Verona? I can't remember if you're coming to Verona.
Yes, I am coming to Verona, yes.
Okay, great. So see you soon, Louise. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, see you.
Okay, and then our last speaker, Slavek, our #1 Italian wine podcast listener. Hello, hurrah. Welcome.
Hello, Stevie. Hello, Stevie. Hello, everybody.
It's a good way to end this room with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself to our community.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. It's a great pleasure for me to hear all of you guys. My name is Slavek, as Stevie said. I'm a Pole, and I'll be very happy to be again in Verona to meet all of you guys, all the great community of Italian of Via community. About myself. I'm my own business, wine business. I worked in a mobile marketing agency, but 12 years ago I decided to leave the job and open my own business. It was wine business, and it still exists and increase. Maybe not. It's not a big business, but increase regularly, year by year. And I can say that I feel like an Italian wine ambassador, even without the Stevie license. I can say, because I organize a lots of tasting with Italian producers. Before the COVID time, almost every month I invited producers from Italy. Because I cooperate with many Italian wine producers, almost from all over the region. And organize a tasting sometimes for 100 of Polish customers to promote Italian culture, Italian wines, and Italian food. And I was in Verona 2 years ago, but I didn't pass the exam. I was very close, so I was a little devastated at that time, and I'm very strong now to learn as much as I can, because as you can imagine, I've got also 2 sons and lots of things to do. But I study almost every night and work very hard to be again in Verona and pass the exam this year.
That's great. You are already in my heart, of course, in all of our hearts, Italian wine ambassador already. Very much looking forward to that and meeting you in Verona again. With that,
Thank you so much.
I think I'm going to close the room. Please, I was so great meeting all of you. I know there are a few in the audience, but I guess they're too busy or they're sleeping. They don't want to talk today, but it was just really great to have all of you guys together. Hopefully you connect with each other, and we can definitely, of course, meet each other in Verona. So, and if you have any questions about Vinitaly International Academy, please ping me, ping Lan, ping Jacopo, anybody you see on the stage, and we will try to update you with the latest information. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. Ciao, ragazzi.
Thank you, Stevie.
Listen to the Italian Wine Podcast wherever you get your podcasts. We're on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Himalaya FM, and more. Don't forget to subscribe and rate the show. If you enjoy listening, please consider donating through ItalianWinePodcast.com. Any amount helps cover equipment, production, and publication costs. Until next time, Cin Cin.